McDonald's franchise income. How much can you make? How quick can you do it? How much does it cost? That's what I want to cover here in this video. Now, prior to telling you all these facts, just understand that I just went on AI. McDonald's Corporation is a publicly traded company. So you can buy stock in them. So they always have to do their finances to the stockholders every quarter. So that's how we know these facts are facts, right? But you can do your own due diligence and go on ChatGPT or AI or whatever. So first thing is very, very important. I was blown away with this. McDonald's has a 1% failure rate. Can you guys believe that? So if you started a McDonald's and you did what they told you to do, which by the way, I'll cover that in a little bit, it's in a contract. So if you don't follow instructions and you don't go to Hamburger University, it's a true fact. But once you do that, or you hire the management company that will do the hiring and the firing and everything. So, that's the way you do it. But an average franchise to $405. All right. That's right off AI. So the average revenue for a McDonald's is 2.7 million. And so you make anywhere to 10 to 15% net. So, after you get all done and everything's said and done, you make 270,000 to 405,000 a year. Now, what really blows me away with this is I'm going to share with you in a moment some of the things that I do, and I'm going like, wow, the revenue I generate is between 3 to 5 times more than a McDonald's restaurant. So now right away, everyone goes, okay. So if you invested, what would a McDonald's franchise cost? Right. So again, here it is from Chat GPT. I'm going to look around it. So anywhere from a million to 2.2 million. So it shows all of this stuff there, $45,000 franchise fee, what it total cost, real estate, additional cost, and ongoing fees of 4% of gross sales. 4% of gross sales go back to McDonald's. So let's take all the low numbers and even the high numbers. So if it costs you $1 million and the lowest, and you're making 270,000, then isn't it going to take you less than 5 years to get your money back? Which, by the way, is a pretty awesome investment, right? And so I love that there's management companies out there, and they'll again run, open, close, hire, fire, do whatever you need to do, because some people want to buy it for an investment. Other people buy one and they want to be self-employed. So they're the ones that are doing all the stuff because they don't want to pay any additional fees. So if you got involved in the business, again, it would take you, got to come up with $1 million, got to come up with 2.2 million, but it would take you on average, a little less than 5 or a little over 5 years to get a profit. And again, only 1% of them fail. I mean, don't you find this interesting? One of the things that I put in too was, this was the percentage of McDonald's restaurants that fail, 1%. So they definitely have a training and support thing to make it happen. And, I was explaining this to my inner circle members. It's like McDonald's knew that a lot of people won't do what they tell them to do. So that's why they also have a management company that not only, gets the McDonald's, but they also manage it. Now, here's another thing that people don't know. You know why McDonald's is worth so much money? McDonald's finds prime locations and they buy the real estate, and then they lease the real estate to the McDonald's franchise owner. So now listen closely. Can you imagine building a building, having a total McDonald's on it? The business is making, $1 to $2 million a year. 2.7 is average. And you don't own the land that it sits on. See, a lot of people look at McDonald's and go, wow, look at all the franchises. And they make 4% off the gross of all these franchises. But they own the land. And the people that have their McDonald's sitting on it have to pay a lease payment. What if they can't pay the lease payment? Then they go in foreclosure of the land and they lose the McDonald's. So I guarantee that's the very first payment, but that's called residual income, leverage income, compounding income. Got it? And so the other thing that I wanted to see here is we talked about upfront cost, right? What the costs are a monthly, what an average a person's sales. Now, the reason that I brought this up is because, again, my mentors were so good at giving me analogies, right? And so to think that I got a couple of quizzes for you guys. There is an IQ test here. And I don't want you to put your answers in, but sometimes when I reach out to people, I say to them this very simple thing. Now, what does McDonald's sell? What does McDonald's sell? And when I usually say that to the person, they go French fries, Big Mac, apple pies, coffee, breakfast muffins. You know what I mean? They just go on and on and on talking about all the products, products that McDonald's sells. And when they get all done, I look at them and I say, why didn't you say that McDonald's sells franchises? And they go, I never thought of it. I said, that's the mentality of a person that's an employee versus self employed to a business owner investor. You know, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, also wrote a book called Cash Flow. And the concept is he had this cash flow quadrant. Well, we already know that the majority of the people on the planet, understand job, J-O-B, get a job, work Monday through Friday, get a check. Just there you go. So no freedom, literal pay. You work, you get paid. You work, you get paid. You work, you get paid. All right. So then the other one is self-employed. Now, see, there are franchise owners. I Googled something else. Subway sandwich shops is the largest franchise. They got 37,000 franchise, I believe, in over 100 countries. So, no one seen, Subway go flying by McDonald's. So the other thing I ask people is you don't think of franchise because I don't have the smarts for that. I don't have the money for that. I don't have the experience of that. But if you bought a McDonald's and you allowed a part of your fee to go to a management company to run it, so all you needed to do is just to get the investment. See, now that would be what I would want. I would want to make 200 to 400,000 a year on a McDonald's, have somebody else run it. Yes or yes. So a lot of people, when they get involved in any kind of business entrepreneur, they become self-employed. They make sure that everyone and everything runs around them. Now, I don't know if this is ego, edging God out, or this is just ignorance. But we all seen these people that are self-employed where they make, would I rather be self-employed than have a job every day, every day. But you're sort of changing a job for, a business that owns you. Does that make sense? And you'll run into a lot of self-employed people that are really, really excited that they stop being working for somebody else as an employee, because you really can dial in the growth of your business. You could expand, put more employees in, get another location. So that's another part, right? So now listen to this. If you had a McDonald's restaurant, after paying management fees, 4%, all of it, let's say that you net in your pocket after taxes, $200,000. Do you know that would put you in the top 5% of the people in the United States? That's pretty amazing. So again, it would take a few years to get into profit, but after 5 years, less than 1% failure rate, bingo. What a not great idea. So here's another IQ test, and a lot of people miss this one big time. So you got a McDonald's franchise and it nets you in your pocket after taxes 200,000. And let's just say that all of a sudden you say to yourself, you know what? Um, I want to do more in life. I want to give to charity. I love giving to orphans, support over 2,500 orphans, you know. And so after you make money, let's say that you want to double your income. What do you think you should do? So listen closely, don't get mad. But ignorant people say, I would diversify. I get into everything. I have people that send me messages every day. Don't you want an additional income stream? So here's where people mess up, including me. You learn to make money, big, big, big money. And then what you do is you try to get into investments, or you try to get into real estate, or you try to get into crypto coins or foreign exchange. You try to do all these other things that you don't know anything about. So I'm telling you what, I can show you how to lose millions of dollars. Because every once in a while I'll do really good in marketing, which I'm going to share with you in a second. And when I do that marketing, I make an abundance of money. And then what I do is I don't know, I lose my mind. I've done it many, many, many times. And I go, well, I'm going to do this. 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 And I don't have my 10,000 hours. And for whatever reason, I don't find a management team, right? So that's what people usually say, multi streams of income. But really, honestly, if you wanted to double your income, why not just do another McDonald's franchise and have the management people run it? See, that is a business owner, not self employed. So when you hear like Shaquille O'Neal, and Magic Johnson, these guys have all these franchises. I think at one time, um, Magic Johnson, a basketball player for the Lakers, he had more Starbucks franchises than corporate stores. And I don't know if he still does, but he also got into Fat Burger and stuff like that. So the whole thing is understand that the real simple question to double your income is just to get another franchise. So you definitely could get a loan off that franchise. So I have met people personally that had multi different McDonald's franchises. So there's the whole franchise story. So why am I bringing this up? Here's another important point that I think is so important. That when you decide, first you got to qualify, and then once you qualify to get a McDonald's, you have to go to McDonald's University. Now, there's two choices. One, if you hire the management team to take over it, then you don't need, to go to Hamburger U. And it is an accredited college. You can look it up, Google it, AI it. Um, Now, here's the amazing thing is that if you want to be self-employed and run it by yourself, when you sign the contract for McDonald's after you go through the education, because they're not going to let you sign the contract before you get educated. Man, do I wish every business was that way. And then when you fill out the contract, you got written exactly what you need to do to be in that 99% of successful McDonald's franchises. And you don't get to change anything. You don't every day get to come up with a crazy idea. I know I've never been successful, but what if we could make the golden arches green? I would like to make the golden arches green. Can't do it. I would like to buy my supplies, my cups, my meat, my fries, my everything. I want to buy them from somebody else. Can't do it. I want to change my hours. Can't do it. I want to do my own advertising. Can't do it. See, McDonald's wants to keep that 1% failure rate. Are you hearing me? And so that 1% is important to them to sell their other franchises and to be successful. So when you own a McDonald's franchise, you do exactly what everyone else does. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that was available in every business? I was sharing on the inner circle with do a shout out for Coach Bob that's on here. And I said, can you imagine you get involved in an opportunity and they told you if you don't do exactly what we tell you to do, we're going to take your distributorship away. We're going to suspend your affiliate account. Wow. You know what would happen? I'll tell you what would happen. 99% of people would be successful. Can you imagine that? No. What we do as human beings, we see a proven system, we jump in it, we start changing it, we listen to other people's opinions, we don't trust our own ideas, we're not long term. Human beings are not long term. You get in the McDonald's window and you're like looking at the menu. Shouldn't you have it figured out before you get to the menu? How many people have seen and gone into a fast food restaurant and people are standing in line going, I don't know. I don't know what let me think. Let me think. And the people behind them are going berserk. They are freaking out because this is fast food. Make a decision, give them the money, move the hell out of the way. So understand that franchising is a proven method and they know how to make them prosperous. If the McDonald's restaurants or Subway sandwich shop, these franchises wasn't successful, the company would be out of business. The one thing I didn't look for is how old. You guys want to see a really, really neat concept documentation, go check out the McDonald's, the Ray Kroc documentary. Amazing. So that's what I wanted to talk about the McDonald's franchise. Now, listen to this. 37 years ago, I was showing another business model. And you guys are going to be blown away. It cost me $200. $200 a month. And 37 years ago, I got involved in this company and my mentor showed me how to do. See, I wasn't interested in changing. You know, he made $62,000 that month. I seen the check in the company envelope attached to the stub. So he showed me how many people that he helped. I call it the people franchise. And he showed people exactly what to do. Here's something crazy. Do you realize when I worked for him, we were only allowed to market 2 of the hundreds of products that they had? He would say to me, Robert, if you start marketing the other products, I'm not working with you anymore, because everything was based on duplication. He had the entire presentation on a video. He had a total game plan on a video. He had everything on video. And so all I had to do is go out there and say to people, hey, do you know anyone that wants to make 100,000 plus a year? Yeah. What is this? Why are you interested? Yeah, but I want to know what it is. Watch this video. This is a documented person that will share with you step by step on how he made over 62,000 in a month. I followed it exactly the way he told me to. Why? I'm a mechanic. I don't know anything about what he's doing. He gave me a challenge. Robert, I bet you can't get 70 people to watch this video in your first 30 days. And I said, game on. And I did it and I made over 10 grand, $10,210, I believe in 56 cents. And so I made over $1 million before the age of 30. Started this at the age of 27. And 37 years ago, I continue to do exactly the same thing. Why? Question with you. We talked about McDonald's won't allow you to change anything. So what if you bought a second one? Do you think it'll allow you to change anything? Do you imagine if you had 10 McDonald's, they won't let you change anything. So you just continue to increase your income following the exact proven system that has worked for years. So it didn't make a difference which company I've been with. I've gone to the top of 7 different companies, all the way to the top, being the number one earner. And so 6 years ago, my wife introduced me to the company I'm in now called My Daily Choice. So when we got started on it in March, mid-March of 2018, did exactly the same thing. Found interested people that wanted to make an above average income, 100,000 plus a year, introduce them to the proven system. And bam, today my wife and I celebrate our 3rd year of being a super affiliate. That's doing over $1 million a month in value. Now, can we go back to the McDonald's pages? The average McDonald's does 2.7 million. 2.7 million in annual revenue. Terry and I do over 12 million. 2.7 versus 12 million. Wow. You know what it cost me? It cost me $200 a month. I buy this brand bucks, gives me a lot of benefits. So for $199 a month on subscription, make over 1.2 million a year. You want me to say that again? So let's round it up, $200. $200 times 12 equals for $2,400 a year. And it brings me back 1.2 million. Wow. And all I'm looking for is other people that went, wow, I'd love to make 6 figures a year and have my time back, have my freedom back. I can, if I want to make 400,000 a year, all I got to do is find other people. So we have the training system free, support system free, back office for free of all your tracking. You got a coded affiliate link. We show you word for word, step by step on how to do that. We have a mobile app that's free on Apple or Android. We give you free websites. We give you email. We give you videos. We give you graphics. Provide everything for free. And get this, you get to try it for free and we'll pay you while you're working at it for free until you see that it works. And then if you want, you can go from 25% for free, then 35%, and eventually 50%. And so my wife and I, in a little over 6 years, has made $4.8 million. And all we do every day is look for other people that are sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck, one off the struggle bus, and I'm willing to try something else. And so, of course, I got to show this. The government gets mad. The government gets mad when I tell people, hey, I found an incredible company, almost 10 years old, that Josh Wagel and Jenna Wagel started 10 years ago. And they created this simple system for people like me to follow. And so we followed it and we put a lot of effort into it. And the government goes, you can't tell people that if they get involved in the company that they can make money. You can't do that. I'm like, thanks, government. It's like, so I have to show you that income disclosure statement. Why? Because they do have a little point. And here's the point. We already know that only 10% of the people in the world make over 100,000. So that means 90% of the people just will not do what they should do. They just won't do what they should do. We see influencers, we see YouTubers, see TikTokers, we see people on Instagram, and everyone went, wow, what would it be like to make $100,000 a year and quit my job or, you know, retire my spouse, get a reliable car, get out of debt, travel the world. Wouldn't that be amazing? And we say, listen, we got an opportunity. Here's an affiliate link. We'll send you all the videos. You've proven system. You follow them. When I got to return, we got to return on our $200 that we put in, and which again, you can get in for free. But our $200 return was done in our first 2 weeks. We were in profit in our first 2 weeks. And so the government says, well, to be honest with you, only 1% of the people in the world make money from social media. Only 1% of the people in the world actually make money in any kind of business. And so you need to post a link to show people that, less than 1% of the people, make a full-time income. And I'm like, just like, so would you tell your children or your grandchildren or someone else's children, hey, listen, do you know only 1% of the people that play basketball actually end up making a full-time income? Only 1% or less than 1% baseball, football, only 1% actually make money being an author. Only 1% of the people actually make money at doing anything. Why would you steal that from people? See, because the one thing that I know for a fact that I can't measure is I can't measure your heart. I can't measure your willingness to learn, to be coachable, to actually be in a place like I was, where I couldn't live my life like that anymore. I was on workman's comp. It took 9 months. I still was, having rehab on my knee, and I had no electricity. I was hiding my used car from the repo man, and I got a pawn loan. Uh, I was being evicted from my apartment. You know, things were bad. And then I had workman's comp tell me that if I couldn't show evidence of me actually applying for new jobs or learning something new in a new career, they were going to take my 900 bucks away. So yeah, there's two reasons that people do this. One is inspiration and the other one's desperation. So I was definitely in desperation. So when I met someone that showed me a better way, I just went, okay. And so I now call it a people franchise. So how do you make that kind of money? I have over 13,000 people that wanted to start their own people franchise, and they're all over the world. So now when I make, 400,000 or 500,000 in volume a month, a month, so 500,000, if I did that for 12 months, isn't that 6 million? That's more than 2.7 million. I have less risk. I could get started for free, prove to myself that I can make money by following the proven system. So there you go. There you go. So get back to the person that invited you to see this video. Ask them for their affiliate link. You sign up as an affiliate, just like you would with Amazon, Walmart, Apple, CVS stores, Tesla. It's like affiliate marketing in this day and age is just the most remarkable way to be able to. We all know that life is expensive. Life is really expensive. And we can show you exactly how to do this. So you create a free account. Then the people that you created a free account with can send you links from my YouTube channel, which are called next steps, that show you every simple step that we do. If no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. My mentors shared this information to me. And, without Josh Wagel putting together this incredible way of freedom and lifestyle and earning income, uh, I wouldn't be exposed to the compounding, the residual, or the leverage. So I love and appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the people that were chatting. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.